So, I've had quite a few questions recently about feeder mixes on the Canal. I thought I might as well do a quick video about it. There's quite a few different mixes you can use, or what I use anyway. Obviously it's completely different to commercial fishing, so obviously different mixes. One of the obvious ones is the feeder turbo, either natural or black. If you use that on its own, no problem, or just mix some brown crumb with it, or you can use a bit of Super Lake, or if you wanted to catch more bream or whatever, you can also use the Record Gold, which will give it a bit more binding power if it's a deep canal, or the Godons in black, also a very good idea. Or if you just want to go like an all-round kind of roach and skimmers kind of route, and just add a bit of G5 to it. I'll probably use say it's 50% turbo, and then whichever mix I want to use, like 50% or 40% Super Lake, and then just add a bit of brown crumb to it. Same with the roach or the G5 or even the Record bream, or could even use Gold Pro bream, whichever one you want to use, depending on which fish you're targeting. Another mix I'd use quite a lot is the Feeder Gold. Really good mix. It's quite dark. There are some larger particles in it, so you won't have any problems like keeping the fish there. It's a bit, yeah, particles are a bit bigger than what they are in the Feeder Turbo, put it that way. So it will hold fish in your swim anyway. Then obviously if you want to go down that route, then you can just use the roach or the bream, G5, whichever one you want to use. You can even use, if it's just a small fish kind of thing, you can go through Super Match, whichever way you want to go really. It all depends on what you're targeting, obviously. So if you're going for a more bream approach, another mix I'll go for is I'll probably put 60% G5 and then 30% Record Silver, and then add the rest as brown crumb. Also a good idea. Caught me loads of fish over the years. As I said, it all depends on what depth the canal is. If you're fishing like a really deep one that's about 12 foot, 13 or whatever, even deeper, and you need something with a bit more binding power in it, so Record or Turbo would be a good mix as a base. But if it's like your normal general canal that's about, I don't know, 7 or 8 foot deep, then you can just mix and match to make it as light as you need it, or just use it kind of a bit drier than damp, if you know what I mean. As additives, syrup, which is more or less like a sugar based, very good. It doesn't, not really that much smell to it, but it's very sweet. Obviously that will draw the fish in. Another one that I've been using for ages now, you probably heard me talk about it, is the chocolate. Brilliant stuff. Roach, bream, skimmers, tench, I've had all kinds of fish on it, even carp. Then obviously bream, if you're after the bream straight off, just stick some of that in there. You could also, if you're on a perch peg or whatever, you can also stick some blood meal in there. Never does any harm if you're basically going out doing chopped worm feeder fishing. Stick some bloodworm in it, that'll give it a bit of an extra kick. Yeah, there's loads of mixes you can use, but these are just like some of the ones that I prefer to use. Like I said, Super Lake, you can use that on its own as well if you want. Just mix that with a bit of, or mix it with some brown crumb. Brilliant mix. Yeah, if you've got any questions or anything, just pop a comment below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks very much.